Good morning, everyone. This is group one, the best for last, I guess. But we actually came up with a comprehensive program that initializes 3 different phases. We have a phase that we start out with evaluate, and then we have a phase that is called reach, and lastly challenge. We came up with everybody's ideas and kind of joined them into one. We have a brilliant source of technology that we kind of use that's been untapped by universities in kind of the educational realm. And we also utilize the peer. We feel that the peer is the most essential source on a campus, so we really wanted to utilize ourselves. First teach ourselves because we feel that's the best way to learn, and then go out into our communities and teach others. So I'll let Jamal actually read you a little bit of the mission statement.
Okay, our mission statement is to cultivate and inspire different types of citizens by utilizing technology and to enhance all areas of communication between faculty, staff, and most importantly, students. In order to preserve academic and social integrity, this will be implemented by initiating creative kinetic classrooms in accordance with the student-guided service learning and mentoring. Understanding underserved and underrepresented communities. This will be challenged and given opportunities to impact and inspire all communities locally, nationally, and globally.
So the first part of this phase is the evaluation phase. Very simply, it's a student-run, teacher-assisted class. Each class is going to focus on one of the 5 core commitments where you will have some kind of forum discussion and explanation, as well as question and answer session for students to really get a grasp of what each core commitment means, as well as having the ability to decide what you want to do in the community or on your campus, how you're going to impact yourselves. That's really it.
And also with the classroom, you might want to know what we mean by kinetic classroom. We kind of use to play on words. You actually don't spend all of your time in the classroom. We actually go outside into the community, do a couple of different service projects. Whatever is inspired in the class, first we start out with that integral basis, giving you the clear-cut understandings of why we're here, what are core commitments, but we actually go into the community and actually promote change and also teach others.
And the inspiration for our curriculum design is where we saw the failings in our current service programs on our campuses. We all come from campuses that have service commitments, but how can we integrate the service commitment with these core commitment goals? And to us, commitments 3 and 4 were the ones that seemed to be most lacking. We contribute to a larger community, and also taking seriously the opinions of others. It's like we found that the reflective aspect was missing. So how do we meet this goal of having a kinetic classroom? Well, everybody loves their cell phones. Everybody's sitting. I'm sure at least 5 people are sitting right now and fiddling with them, or their phones buzzing at this moment while I'm saying this. Yeah, we got some hands raised in the back. What if we took this, instead of these long reflections and having to have these awkward group discussions, why don't we turn around and have an actual, just short SMS-based reflection where people, right after they conduct their service or during their service, they can send photos or short 140 character texts too, to basically create a mobile scaffolding. So what we propose is that we'll use currently existing technology. Everybody in this class, whether it's 25 people or 500 people, will all join a specific Twitter. They will create their Twitters, and they will tweet. They will tweet the reflections to each other. And what will happen is we'll take this Twitter feed and display it in various locations. We'll have using currently existing resources at the school to display this feed. And so what we're going to do is we'll follow through the rest of this presentation, and we actually have the one we created for the sample. Exactly.
So next is the challenge phase, and so we take what we learned in the classroom and what we're doing with the reach phase, and then we take the challenge and go out into the community. And so the students will pick different service projects that they and their peer mediators have discussed in the classroom. And so it could go from doing Habitat for Humanity to walking dogs to going out and babysitting, anything that could be service related, because we wanted to make the distinction between community service and being service learning. So service learning is as an experiential learning, and so we want students to take a more active role in the community. And so we want to help build 3 different types of citizen. There's the personally responsible citizen, there's the participatory citizen, and then there's the justified oriented citizen. And so we want to combine all the students so that they can find their role in the community and become that citizen that they aspire to be.
It's also it's very important to note that this system can also be used with our judicial affairs. We can actually have students that are motivated to go there purely off of goal set, or actually our judicial affairs could send someone there. Perhaps you have a problem with plagiarism, and this could be the last ditch attempt to kind of save a student. The program builds integrity and also a different type of individual, which creates a leader.
And the significance in the program is sort of grounded in the fact that it utilizes untapped 21st century technology that we already use in class, but as a means for educating. It draws from a wide-ranging sort of set of perspectives. It's practical, it's simple, and it's innovative, and it's lastly sustainable because it's so universal. I mean, it encompasses diversity and the core commitments.
This is our Twitter story.
So imagine having 500 students at once reflecting on things they're doing during the day, making it aware, and also we'll show you this. By having people do this, we'll create these keywords. We'll have people, the keywords will come up when people are doing their service. We may have this nationally visible because of the publicity of this. So thank you.
Thank you.
If you check my Twitter this morning, it was about this. So.
Nice. So you could be part of our network already.
All right, questions?
Any?
Questions?
I guess I'm a little confused about the class part. It seems, I really I find the Twitter idea fascinating. I'm not quite sure why you need a separate course. I mean, why can't
It's not separate. There is an actual syllabus in there that we made up. The syllabus includes, the way that we broke it down is the first class of the week would be an actual discussion or class forum where you would learn about the core commitment and figure out what you want to do out in your community. Your second class of the week would actually be the part of the service learning where you go out once you figured out what you wanted to do and actually do it, so you gain the valuable life experience along with it and actually learn how to incorporate it in everyday living. And the third day of the week, so it would be a 3-day just regular. The third day would actually be a reflection period where students come back and discuss what they did and how they felt the impact worked. Part of the grading course is the Twitter.
And also the Twitter actually is a supplement to kind of generate different dialogue throughout the campus and equip it more efficient way. We do want to tackle that judicial affairs, maybe plagiarism, people really don't talk about that. So give you a source to just kind of talk about it. The peer mediators will actually go on the source and highlight a couple of words. So what do you guys think about this? What's going on campus? Just to create a constant dialogue so we don't get complacent.
But I guess to build on Cleo's question, it is possible to leverage the existing courses that faculty are already doing with this, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we want it to translate to other
Okay.
campuses and be cheaper and cost effective.
One more question? All right.